Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Chadi and absolutely welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do actually a pattern for some lingerie. We're going to start with the pantaloons. It could be panties, those longer ones. It could be the bottom of a baby doll, it could be anything really for that matter. But this is what we're gonna do the pattern for, okay, today. And then on my next video, we'll actually, put this together. I think it turned out really cute. Now, what I do, and it works out for me, but since y'all need a little more of instruction, I thought I'll go ahead and do it, this way. There's a lot of people out there that are doing tutorials to make the, when I say Barbie doll clothes or something like that. But I think most of the, this kind of a dolls, they're all a little bit different, kind of infatuates a little bit on their size and so on. So it's nice to know how to do this for any doll, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and remove hers. And as you can tell, they come out very easily. Oh, those cute. I mean, they're really nice. And on our next video, I will show you, what we did to this and anyway, put it together. It's all nicely done inside and out. And it has a little rubber band elastic that, anyway, but we'll do this on our next video. Now this is what most everybody are doing to get the pattern for the doll. I actually did this method for the big guys, for the grown-ups, some of the clothes that I did, except they would be wearing a t-shirt and maybe a pair, I don't know, leggings or whatever that they didn't care if they get cut up. And it turned out really good for me. I did it that way and actually used some of that no baby, no. Insulation, the spray insulation, and it just go woofs. Anyway, that kind of insulation, and it worked really well. That way I feel like I have the body in my home to fit it and so on. It makes it so much easier, especially when the person could not be at my house or fitting whenever, they needed to be fit. So that worked out really well for me. But for the Barbie dolls, or any doll for that matter, we'll go ahead and process it this way. And like I said, there's a lot of different people that are doing it. I will give you, the names of them under the description. And then you can just go, and check them out because they're really nice and they're very, very good too. Okay? Okay. Now, I didn't have just regular masking tape, but that's what they use. I just got some painter's tape. It worked just fine, okay? Now, I didn't have to, some of them, you might have to put some cellophane, saran wrap, all over first and then do it. I didn't do it on mine and it worked just fine. So, but if it sticks too much, you might want to do that, okay? And basically, it's real simple. Any way you want to do it, I think it'd be fine. I went down here, went all the way to the top, okay, and did the leg first. And you have to do that just about half a body. You don't have to do the whole thing, okay? So I did it like that. And then I'm going to cut smaller and narrower ones. This is just too wide, I think. Anyway, I went right under, between her legs or crotch, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to be, political incorrect. I want to be political correct. That's what I want to be. Anyway, and then you're just going to go. Neko, I don't think we need you, sweetheart. Neko's with us today, and it's evening, and I've been gone all day long, and of course, he wants my attention now. Okay, just put it on. You can do little pieces. The whole thing is you want to make sure that you cover at least half of it. You can come over a little bit and then we'll take care of it. But half of it, okay? I have a narrower. My masking tape was narrower and I like it better, but that's okay. We'll work with what we have, correct? We have to make do. That's what crafters do. And make sure it's nice in there, you know. I mean, everything is fitted through and all that. And of course we want the hips, we want the waistline. Okay, and we'll go in the back. Just to give you an idea, okay? There we go. That will do about half of it. And make sure, like I said, that everything under here is done. Here's a little opening. Make sure it's covered up. And so on. So now we can do half of her body, okay? Make sure that they're really, really good because it's important, okay? This painter's tape, it has no, it doesn't, you know, hold on to as much as the other one, but it will work. Now with a very sharp setter's knife, and mine wasn't as sharp as I wanted it, so I just went and got the blade. So bear with me. I'm not going to change it, I'm just going to work with it. Please be very careful with this setter knives or blades because, you know, you do a certain move and then you can really, you know, cut yourself. First thing you're going to do, you want to paint her, you know, draw in. Well, that came off. It's okay. Draw in the, no, I need that. Hold on. Okay. I'm just going to do right here, you know, right here, her, pretty much it's on the, right on the waist. So I'm just going to come here on this one here, okay? Then I'm going to come, you have a line right here on the doll. That's kind of a good way to hide, you know, to guide yourself. So just come from the hip. It's kind of where they join the bodies, you know, kind of thing. Okay, you're going to come at the middle. And hopefully, okay, here we go. And you want to come down like this. Like I said, I can eyeball and you do it and whatever, but okay, now we need to do half on the front. So we're gonna go half on the front, right? Let me kind of bring it down. Hold on just a second. I'll show you what I've done here in a minute. Right smack in the middle. Bring this down so it gets easier. And then right in the middle of the back. And since this is already in the waist, the only thing I have to do is just a little bit in here. And that's it. So I'm just gonna come here. Make sure you, you know, it's pretty good. You know, right smack onto the half of it. Okay, here we go. Let me mark this one a little better. Okay. Okay, so I came out from here, down here. Okay, around. Okay, and to the back. All the way up to the waist, okay? And on the side, see this line in here? It came on here. And that's the line will join the doll right here. Well, you just want to go right through that line. All right? Once you have that done, get your dissector knife with a good blade. I'm just too lazy to... It's late. I don't usually do videos at night, but I wanted to get this one done because that way I can, you know, give you at least one video a day this way. And I had to do some shopping today, and so there you go. Okay, so now I'm going to cut it. Be very careful that you either have a doll that, you know, that you can spare, or be very careful you know, and don't try to go too hard, just enough to cut the tape. Okay, and here's part of it already, see? Make sure, let's see if it's, yeah, it's just all the way out. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that off. Clean the rest of it that's not, that I didn't quite get. Alrighty, so now I have exactly a half a body. So what I'm gonna do here is go straight on the side and just cut it. Before I do that, you also want it from here all the way down here. And again, I guide myself. There's another little line right in here. So I guide myself from that, and that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, it's the line of where they join the doll, and then right on the middle, right here, okay? So from here to the line, see from here, inside the thighs, right in the middle, okay? And like I say, I guide myself by this little line and this little line. It's just a little line right there. Anyway, and that way I know it's gonna be okay. Once I got that done, now I'm gonna cut the side. I said be very careful. I need new glasses too. That's sad. Okay, let's see if I cut it. I think I did. Okay. Very careful how you take this tape because, you know, sometimes you have more than one piece of the tape together. You want to make sure you get the whole thing. Okay, let's see if I can get it lifted up. And I think I can. There we go. Okay. And there's some more under there, so I'm going to make sure that I get it. And this here. To me, this is the hardest part. Like I said, I don't do this. But anyway, I was going to show you how to do it. There's a lot of good tutorials up there. But I needed to do this for the main reason that I want to show you how to alter this particular pattern, which is important. And it's simple, simple, simple. Come on, sweetheart. Let's get it out. There we go. You're going to play with that, huh? Okay, I think I got it, by George. Alrighty. Very careful to peel it off. And that's one nice thing about this tape. It peels off very easy. It doesn't, you know, stick on like the other one. But, so basically, when you get done, you're going to have a half. You know, there'll be, one will be the front and one will be the back. Okay? So, right when I put it, okay, where are you? Here we go. Then I'm gonna cut right on the line that we, you know, talked about, the inside. And also, when you get this done, go ahead and mark front and back. That way you don't know, you know what's going on. So here's one, and here is one. Okay. So now we have one in here. And one in here. Don't worry so much about the leg, the length, and anything, because that's going to be all right. Okay, the next thing I did then, I put this into some, you can put it on paper, you can put it on, I'll just go ahead and put it on paper, okay? And just make sure that everything is in there that you need. Okay? Here we go. And you do the other one the same way. Here it is. And you're gonna put that, see, now you can see it a little bit better where we're going, right? See, here's the crotch. This is the back and this is the front, okay? So once you get it out, just put it on either paper. I put mine on cardboard. And I did this one with a smaller one. I like it better how it comes out. I didn't have so much, you know, tape to work. It was about about maybe half an inch. So this, actually, I told you wrong. This is the front, this is the back. This is the front, okay? And this is the back. Excuse me. I'll do it right here in a minute. Okay, here we go. See? So once I got it out, I make sure that I knew which one it was, you know, front and back. And I just put a F and a B. That way, I got it in there and it's fine. The next thing I did, because this line is very, very important. Okay, this line, from this line you can do a lot of things. When I make patterns, the right at the center of the nipple of the person or the doll is important, okay? So, let's see here. This is the back, well, this is the front. Okay, because it's on this side that I did it instead of the other side. It's okay. But see, okay. So what I did, I make sure that the body was, not so much the head, but the body was straight, okay? And then I put it on and right in the center. And right, if I can, right smack from the nipple straight down, I made a little, you know, dash, okay? And then I went straight on with the ruler, as close as I could, and made a line all the way down, okay? And I did the same thing. The same thing would be in the back. It doesn't matter if it's at the back. You still have the same separation from, so what I did is I put it together like this. And I just, in other words, I put it like this. And I went from here to here, and then from here down and made a line. Does it make sense? I hope it does. It's not complicated. I mean, for me, it's not complicated, of course, but you're going, yeah. In other words, this line is the center line of your nipples, of one breast. So, of course, you got two, it'll be the two breasts, right? All right. Why do we want that line? Very simple. Then what I did, this is why I put it in cardboard. Because then what I did was this. I went and traced it down, both patterns. And I did the same to this one. I traced them down. No, now this doesn't have any seam allowance, okay? I traced it better than that. But anyway, and I went and put the line in both of them. And then I cut it out in the middle, smack in the middle. And I have another one, if not Mr. Neko got it from me. Here it is, okay. So here is back, here is front, and let's see, here is back, and here is front. Oops. Why did I cut it? Because for this little pair of bloomers, whatever you want to call it, I mean, it could be anything, okay? I want them a little bit bigger, but I don't want to have to put a pattern for everything. I can adjust it this way, okay? So what I did was I wanted about 1/2 inch at the bottom wider and 1/8 of an inch on the top wider. See how this pattern changed into this pattern? So they give me width on the legs where I needed it, okay? And a little bit of fullness right here. So by the time I get an eighth of an eighth, that's a fourth of an inch, and another fourth of an inch in the back. That's a half an inch extra that I'm giving to the size, basically, okay, of fullness. So when I put the elastic, of course, it will look nice. Look just like an elastic. Otherwise, why bother with it, right? So this is what I did on both of them. I just kind of went over here, and let's just pretend that this is half an inch in here and an eighth. And another, and again, half an inch in here and an eighth on the top. Okay? Then I just drew the whole pattern. I just drew it. Okay? Now, once you draw it, the pattern, then what you're going to do is go ahead and add your seam allowances. Now, I didn't put it on the bottom because I was, I already had plans for it, so I didn't have to do it. But if you want to hem it, if you want to make it longer, whatever, then you can do at this point, the length you want or whatever. In the waist, I know it looks funny, doesn't it? If you don't sew especially, or, done a lot of stuff. I'm very particular how everything's supposed to fit. So I fold it at each point in here, like so. Then, in other words, I drew my seam lines in here, and I drew my seam lines in here. But I did not cut it until I had folded paper down in the back, left me enough to fold. So when I cut my pattern and went up, and on the side, see how nice it fits? But then yet when you lift it, it's different. Well, this is what you want really, because that way, when it's down like that, you can put your elastic. If it's fitted, for instance, if it was the pattern, this, which is fitted, okay, then you would have to, the front, no, but in the back, for instance, you would have to do what I did here. You would go ahead and add the seam in here, but then you're going to add a little extra for the when you fold it. And then I would fold it actually again on one side. One side will only be folded once, and the other one will be folded twice, okay? And the reason you want to do that, because if you leave this one like this, okay, actually, you can bring it in like this. This is where the snaps are going to go, if it's real fitted. So you need the extra flap, I guess you could call it, to do it. And you don't need to do it in the front, but you do need to do it in the back. So here it is with the fullness that I already gave to my pattern, my original pattern. I did all the changes, including, the waistband in here that I was going to fold in. And on this one, not only did I did that, which I folded like this, and then, cut it here and cut in there, you don't need it in this one, so, it don't matter. And then make sure that this has the seam allowances. And when you get done with that, then this is ready for you to take your pattern and do it. Now, the only thing I did not use is this, because since they're a pair of panties or whatever you call them, I mean, it could be anything, really. I'm making baby dolls, so this will be the bottom of the baby doll, okay? But also they're cute for underwear, so they wear them a little longer, whatever. That's also that. So since I didn't need the, I wasn't gonna put any snaps or anything, I just folded the other one in. I got my seam allowances. I just went on, and follow the seam, as they say, and that was it, okay? I hope I didn't confuse you too much. Like I said, there's a lot of tutorials there. Watch them. Maybe they can explain it to you a little bit better. I just like to do it this way for the main reason that then we can do changes with that pattern. So that line is very important, okay? And other than that, that's it. Tomorrow we will cut it, and I'll show you how to make it. Normally I sew all this by hand, every bit of it. And I'm also gonna show you how to insert some laces into it, how to finish it like this. If you don't want to put or don't have a really small little lace. I do. I just didn't feel like, you know, looking for it. So when I got home, I quickly made them. And then I decided just to do this little, you know, type of stitch. They look nice and finished, but it's not, you know, and inside they look nice too, see? So, and the inside of this also looks nice. So I'll show you how to do it and how to do it to make it easier for you to sew it by hand. If you want to do this by machine, it's up to you. You go ahead, but anything that's little like this, I do it by hand. It's easier for me. I don't have to bottle, you know, stick it in there. There's tiny little seams in the sewing machine, and I got a heck of a good sewing machine. I have the Dream Machine. If you, my brothers, if you know what it is, it's beautiful. But even that, I will not do it. I will do it all by hand. I like to work by hand, and all the lace is done by hand, and it'll stay there. It won't go anywhere. I promise. So anyway, I hope I didn't mess you up too much. Like I said, go ahead and wrap your, you can wrap the whole thing. I mean, if you like to do that, wrap the whole doll, that's fine, all the bottom part of it. But make sure they come about here for these particular shorts or underwear or whatever, okay? Because it's really important. And just do it, maybe cut yourself the strips a little bit smaller. But I, like I said, I liked it better with the regular, you know, tape than I do the painter's tape, so masking tape. But it did really well. I went strictly by the pattern, by all the changes that I did. I didn't, everything I show you, I did. And I came out with this, and like I say, they fit her beautiful. I'll just go in here. And as you can tell, they're not small. I mean, they just really do fit. Front and back. And this is what I did, strictly by what I done. And I did it first so I'll make sure that I was able to do it and explain it to you. So anyway, until next time, stay well, stay crafty, and God bless you and good night.